is that we want to also get our franchise fee increased, and we want it to be done sooner rather than later. So that's one reason to come forward quickly. The other thing is, while I've worked for one other city in this county that's dealt with Richmond Sanitary Service, every city approaches, let's say, the Brown Act with a little different degree of trepidation. This city has made a very big point of trying to stay as far away from Brown Act violations as humanly possible, whereas other cities might go right up to the line, and I'll say no more on that. And so one of the things that we can't do on this, which we are allowed to do in real property negotiations because of the statute, is we can't go in closed session with you and say, here's what we think and here's what we recommend and what's your input, and we can go back and negotiate, and then by the time it gets here, the deal is done. And the reason that staff didn't make a specific recommendation is because this is a two-step process. We do have the public hearing, and we still have time before February 12th to go back and negotiate and work some things out based on whatever direction the council gives us. But I think it's important that, and the areas where I think there is room for discussion is on bonuses. In my experience, I've worked places where I got a bonus, other people got bonuses. Certainly we know in the private sector they're more common. Sometimes they're a bigger part of your compensation, and sometimes they're smaller parts. Every company varies as to how their whole compensation package is done, and so having significantly bigger bonuses, it could be a red flag, but it also could be explainable. And so those are some of the areas where I think there's some room for further discussion, especially in that bonus area. And with that, I think it's somewhat painful for you when we don't come back with a firm recommendation, but by the same token, you're the ones that actually have to make the decision, and we didn't want to recommend a recommendation that wasn't supported by our expert consultant, because we don't have any experts on this. And again, to compare it to real property negotiations, not only do we not get to discuss it in closed session or create a serial meeting through individual discussions with council members, but we don't get to. We're in this with Richmond Sanitary Services. It's a rate increase. We don't get to market it to a number of other service providers. So that doesn't give us, here's the best, lowest bidder kind of thing. We recommend them. So with that, I'll, that's all I have to add to the mix before your discussion.